Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. And welcome to Walk Talk. Welcome to Walk Talk, everybody. And thank you for joining us today. I know, like I said, I am really trying to do this pre-recorded shows and see how that works out for us. So, of course, we are not live, but we are indeed live nonetheless. Okay, so we are here, we are alive, and we are well, we are healthy, and we are blessed, we're highly favored. So because all of that is happening, we're just gonna give God the glory anyway, right? And we're just gonna do this Walk Talk show today the way that it is meant to happen, right? Okay, so first and foremost, guys, I know that you guys noticed Jenny has completed her assignment, her education, and her new career. So let's give a great shout out to Jenny. Yes, congratulations, boo. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. If you haven't, go on my page, Nancy Bazille on Facebook. You will see my co-host pictures and all her wonderful outfit thing, her little cop outfit. She looks so great, right? Okay, so this has been truly a great week as she ended that whole cycle, and now she is starting the new venture in her life. So for those that was wondering, where is Jenny and why is Jenny MIA and now I can spill the beans. Now I can tell you, she was out trying to get that paper together, honey. And so I am so happy to say that. So a really great shout out to Jenny Bazille, Jenny, my children's keeper on Facebook. So if you can go on the Facebook and give her a great shout out, that would be awesome. Okay, so apart from that, you guys already know I have had another busy week. Past week and attending some really great events, and that is truly by the grace of God. He's moving, he's pressing, he's doing great things in my life, and so I am truly grateful for that. So with that said, it is not that I'm not going to be available for you at any time. My time is still available for you. Okay, so for those that wants to watch the Walk Talk shows, they are going to still be coming on a Sunday nights at 9 p.m. And also I am going to start the Wednesday night shows again. I know I said I was going to do it last week, but with the whole, mayor thing in North Miami, listen, I just got all caught up with life and I didn't get a chance to do the Sunday night show. the Wednesday night show, but we will get back to that. Okay, but again, if you guys having any events, you having any speaking engagements, you want to invite myself to come out and speak at any events, panel discussions, women's workshops, all of that great stuff. You know what I mean? All of that great stuff. Please go ahead and send me an email at walktalkwithnancy@gmail.com, or you can send me a message on the Walk Talk page. For those that doesn't know as well, I am providing services through the Walk Talk as well. So if you want some type of counseling, you want to go ahead and have me come over and speak again in any engagements that you're having, entertainment parties, get-togethers, woman get-togethers, whatever it is, I would be more than happy to attend. So please go ahead on my page and see the different services that I provide and how you can book me for those events. All right, so that is that. So apart from that, I am looking forward to have a phenomenal show tonight, and it might be a little controversial. Yeah, just a little bit. I might get a little personal, but I know that it's probably something that's going to be, necessary for me to tap into, because a lot of people, don't like to talk about the ugly stuff, They don't like to talk about the ugly stuff. They don't like to address the things that are really, truly, need to be addressed. Everybody want to make things pretty and wonderful and glorious. We go on Facebook and we post these wonderful things and my life is great, is great. And then behind the scene, there's a lot of things happening that we're not addressing, we're not talking about. So this is why I am here, guys, This is why Walk Talk is here, to pretty much tap into those inner their inner needs, the needs on the inside that we don't usually get to talk about and address and getting into the nitty gritty. All right, guys. So tonight's show is going to be phenomenal. Again, let's do our drum roll so we can get all into it. All right. So drum roll. All right, so tonight's show is about consistency. And my title exactly is, okay, that we are at best, are consistent at being inconsistent. Okay? Now, ain't that a mouthful? All right, we are consistent at being inconsistent. We are truly, or at times the people in our lives are truly consistent in doing the things and saying the things and moving in the ways that they really had no intentions of doing. They really had no intentions of being. So it's like a big facade. It's like a big lie. Dun, dun, dun. It's just a huge lie, and we paint these pretty pictures and we paint these really great words and we put these things out there, but then we lose faith, we lose hope, we lose the drive, we lose the go-getting, we lose all of that momentum. We lose it. And then we ask ourselves, where did it go? And how did this happen? How did this inconsistency took over in my life? How is it that I was a woman of my word, or I was a man of my word, and all of a sudden it just up and poof, gone. You're looking for it. You're like, consistency. And it's like, yeah, about that. So how do we get there, guys? How do we get to that point where we are inconsistent with the things that we decide that we're going to do? How do we get there? All right, so let's get into it a little bit. Okay, so we get to become inconsistent, I believe, at times because we make false promises. We actually make promises to ourselves, promises to people, make decisions that weren't truly, not that they weren't not able to be accomplished, not that. I think we can all do, like the Bible says, we can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens us, right? So we can do everything. We are able to do a lot of things. At times, I think what it is that we give ourselves a false, a false direction. Okay, I think we give ourselves a false path. We say, okay, we are going to do this A, B, C, D, E, F, G way, right? So then when we get to A, we're like, okay, A didn't work out. So if A didn't work out, that means B is not going to work out, because the only plan I had was A that was going to follow by this B and this C. We didn't have a backup plan. We didn't have anything realistic to fall back on. So we make these unrealistic decisions, these plans, and then we expect for life to just to just say, yes, Nancy, I'm going to make it happen just like you said. Yes, ma'am. But that's not what happens. That is far from what happens. What ends up happening 9 out of 10 is that we end up having these downloads where we're like, yeah, we're gonna go and conquer the world, and we're gonna go and then it doesn't happen. And then when it doesn't happen, we kick ourselves. We doubt ourselves, we lose hope, we lose faith, and then we just drop the ball. So the inconsistency is not so much in us not being able to accomplish the things that we said we're going to do, is these false path, again, these false things that we aligned ourselves in, that really truly we did not think about them. We did not say, okay, this is what I'm really going to do, and these are the things that I'm going to align. Now, if this does not work, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to tap into this area. And if we forget to put those extra steps in. And then this is where we fall short from having the things that we plan out, to not reach the goal, to not reach the final step for which we thought we were going to go, for which we thought that was going to come to pass. So it is not that we are inconsistent and that we failed in the task, but it's just the direction that we took was one that was unrealistic. So that is the number one mistake that we make when it comes to being inconsistent. We make these false Yo, let me tell you something. If you are a businesswoman, if you are a businessman, if you have ever tried to encounter or do anything in your life, you can relate to this. You can definitely relate to this because you know that you make the plan. You know, the Bible says you write it down and you make it plain, right? And at times that's wonderful. But there is just that little intricate thing that we miss. And that one little thing can set you back 10 steps. It can set you back 10 steps. So with that can give us the oh man we failed, we just let down the whole guilt trip on ourselves, and then now that makes us become inconsistent. That makes us start slacking. That makes us start taking our word back. That makes us start taking our promises back. That makes us start taking our whatever it is, that the agenda back. Only because of the failure that happens in the midst of trying to accomplish these goals. So now we ask ourselves, okay, what is the next step? After failure, what is the next step for us to keep that consistency in the next thing that we are doing? After failure, then what? Okay? After failure, one of the things that I know I do after I fail in anything, because keep in mind, like I guess my friends and my family knows about this, but before I developed and had Eden, who it is today, Eden Dream Services, my tax business, having it what it is today, I went through and failed in I think about 4 businesses. Yeah. It took 4 failed businesses for me to have the 3 that I have now that are up and going and running and doing its thing. It took 4 failed businesses. So what I do is when I get into that mode and I have failed in something, what I do is I go back to the drawing board. I go back to the drawing board and say, okay, Nancy, what did you do that made you come to this end? Let's go back and take a look. What was it? What was the mistake? What was the ingredient? It's like making a cake. It's like baking a cake. See, already I'm like you don't make cakes, you bake cakes, right? So it's like baking a cake. There's ingredients. There's things that goes in there that makes the cake what it is. And missing one step can have your cake taste like like what is this? Like, oh my gosh, yes, I've had those moments. I'm not a baker. My sister's a baker. I'm not a baker. So I've had a couple of those. Even my kids would tell you that they're like, Mom, what is this? So, I'm a cook. I'm not a baker. But they've had those moments. So I know that for me, when I fail in an area, especially when it comes to business or in family or in my marriage and my relationships, I go back to the drawing board. I said, okay, what is it that brought me to this decision of where I failed in this position? What brought me here? What was it that I did not put in, or what was it that I put too much of? What was it that I need to take away? What is it? And so I start going through the analyzation of what the process was that I took that led me to this failed thing. So once I analyze my failures in all of my businesses, my prior businesses, then I can say, okay, in this business, this is what I'm not going to do. And this one, this is what I'm not going to do. Like this year, I revamped pretty much my entire way of doing business. I changed my entire staff. I changed the way that I looked at things. I changed the way that I built. I changed a whole lot of things when it came to my business this year during the tax season. Why? Because I noticed that there was something going on within the business that I needed to flip. Now, did it work? Yes, it worked. Could it not work? It could not work. But I knew that I wanted to try something. But nonetheless, I needed to be consistent with what I was providing, which was great service. I knew that I needed to work on building a great service for my business. So I had to stay consistent with that. So if that meant me tweaking and changing and moving things around and redo the way that I bill and redo the way that I speak or I act, I address my clients, whatever it was, I made those changes. And that actually taught me so much more I've probably learned in the past 3 years in my tax business. But I had to remain consistent with what I knew that brought me the best business, and that was my customer service. And so I had to up that up. So here it is, guys. In your failure, analyze what it is that made you fail in the first place. And while you are going through the analyzation, then you will know what it is that you need to remain, that you need to hold on to, that will keep whatever it is that you're doing consistent. Okay? Now, another thing that we kind of like need to work on. We need to work on being or not being double-minded. Listen, I'm a Libra. I know we're saying, yes, I know. But just for the sake of the joke, Libras are supposed to be the most indecisive people in the world, right? We're like this little balance thing and yeah. So for me, I have to make a decision all the time, all day, every day. So this is an area that I had to work on, guys, so much, because at times I had to make quick decisions. So I didn't have no time to be a Libra at all. When it comes to my children, when it comes to my family, when it comes to my business, when it comes to any area of my life, even in dating, I have to make quick decisions. Why? Because those little moments that you have to make a quick decisions are sometimes crucial. So we can't be double-minded. We cannot be double-minded at all, guys. We have to be able to say to ourselves, this is what I'm going to do. I have to remain focused in this area because this is one thing I have to remain consistent with, so therefore I can get to my final goal. There's no time for double-mindedness. Matthew 5:37. It says, let what you say simply yes or no. Anything more than this comes from the evil one. When you are indecisive, it's like you don't know if you're coming or if you're going. You don't know if you're up or if you're down. And whenever you are in those areas of double-mindedness, it really places you in a place where you are troubled in your mind, troubled in your spirit, troubled in your soul, because you do not know what the step, what's the next step and what you should do and how you should do it. So this is one area that I say that whenever you are trying to be consistent in any area of your life, make sure that you are not double-minded. That is truly one of the most important things I would say that you should apply when it comes to you trying to become more consistent in your life. It is no joke, guys. Because if you say you're going up and there's people following you up, and then all of a sudden you decide you're going down, these people that was following you up probably left their family behind. You understand? They left their jobs behind. They left their careers. They left their husbands behind. They left their wives behind. They left their whatever it is, whatever choice that they had to make to follow you up that ladder. So for you to like turn around and going the opposite way, you better have a plan and a half, because whatever it is these people are following you up, they have to come down with you because you are their leader. So you cannot be double-minded. And even in the decision that you're making to go down after you decided to go up has to be one that is able to be articulated to the people that are following you. And for them to understand that there is an intricate reason, an intricate, moment that is going to be impactful in their lives for why they have to go down now instead of going up. So being double-minded, you have to be very careful, especially if you are a leader. Especially if you are a leader. Because there are people that are following you. Okay? I wanted to emphasize on that so bad. Because I know that very often we just make rational decisions. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, I don't want to do that anymore. But there has to be like something that keeps you, that gives you that foundation. And that has to be you having a sound mind and be decisive in any and every area of your life. Okay? I don't know if I'm emphasizing on this too much, but this is just because I know how important this is. When you are double-minded, it's crucial. It's crucial. Especially if you are a leader, you are a husband, you're a wife, you're leading a family. You're leading a family, you're leading someone, you're leading some people, you're leading a corporation, you're leading a business, whatever it is. So that consistency plays a major role in your life. But most importantly, make sure that your mind is in the right place so you do not become double-minded as well, apart from being inconsistent. That's a dangerous mix. Okay? All right. So lastly, I'm going to keep this short, guys. Lastly, we are at times faced with individuals that are inconsistent. Okay, I don't want to go too deep on this. Like you would meet someone and they tell you, I love you, girl. The world, the sun, the moon, the stars is all on you. And then the next day, you're like, where you at? And they're ghosts. They're gone. Or you found someone that says, hey, I want to do business with you. I have this great idea. I have this great, plan. Let's go into business. And you get all excited and you already got the plan drawn out and you start taking your money out and you're making investments and you're making plans and you laid out money. You paid for this, you paid for that. And then the person that was all hype pushing you up, yeah, we're going to be millionaires and we going to go do this business together and we're going to conquer the world. And you're looking for them and they are ghosts. These type of people are dangerous to be around because they are what I call... I had a word for them. I had a name for them. It'll come back to me. But these type of people are people that are very dangerous because they lead you into the wilderness, and then there's a Haitian proverb that say "Gende moun kap meto devant pou yo wè sa wa fè." Pou yo wè chemin. Et puis après ça, you don't see them. So it's like there's people that put you before them and try to get you to walk before them. They're pushing you. Go do it. And then the minute you turn around, you see them nowhere. They're gone. These are very dangerous people because these people have no real foundation. They didn't have no real goals, no real plans to do or go any distant with you. So when you find people that are inconsistent, and trust me, 9 out of 10, you will see some of the signs that they are inconsistent. You will see it. They will show you little intricate things about them that will show you that they are not who or what they're portraying to be. They will show it to you. They will tell you, let's go to the movies, for an example. Let's go to the movies. They will give you the location. They will give you the time. They will give you the address, location, address. They will even tell you, girl, I'm wearing red. Wear red too so we can all match. You'll show up in your red outfit at the location on time. And you'll call them on the phone like, hey, girl, I'm here. Where you at? And they'll be like, oh, shoot, that was today. You see what I'm saying? Those people are dangerous. So beware of people that gives you the signs that they are inconsistent. And trust me, the signs are there. You will see it in their yeses. Their yeses will be yes, and then it'll turn out to be something completely different. Their no's will be no, and then it will turn out to be something completely different. So beware of people that is putting you forward just to see how your path is, just to see how you're moving, either to 1, betray you, either to 2, hurt you, either to 3, copycat you, or 4, I would say to just watch you fail. Watch you fail. Not everyone that starts with you are going to end with you. Not everyone's going to do it. So that's why whenever you see people that are inconsistent in their own ways, in their own lives, like you can even watch how they are. You can even see how they moving. You can even see, the maneuvers and how they do things like, wait, your words don't match. Your actions don't match. What you said yesterday is not what it is today. What you said today is not what it's going to be next week. Like, you could see it. Beware of that. Think twice. Think twice. Like even me, myself, right now, I am, in a process of entering a venture, a business venture. And right now, the way I just kind of see things and I'm observing, I'm praying. The Lord said, watch and pray. Okay, so I'm watching and I'm praying because I'm trying to see what it is and how God is moving. And so you have to ask the Lord, okay, what are you doing? And reveal to me my path. Reveal to me whom I need to bring into my environment, whom I need to release, because I need people that's going to be consistent in every area of their lives. Okay? So beware of those individuals. Beware of those people. These are the people that you really have to be very careful about. Because at the end of the day, it is you that will lose. It is your bank account that will be drained out. It is your children that's going to be in whatever situation or predicament it is. It is your marriage that's going to suffer. While they are moving along and moving on to the next person to go and do trickery and be inconsistent with. So it is very, very serious whenever you are dealing with individuals that has inconsistency, that are double-minded, that lives in fear, and that doesn't have what's called promise in their mouth. Like there's a Haitian saying, like they can't promise you nothing. They can't keep a word. Those are very dangerous individuals. So beware of people that are inconsistent, that are consistent at being inconsistent. Okay? All right. So that is my show for tonight, guys. I am not going to hold you guys very long. I told you I'm going to try to make this show 30 minutes a night. And I know the only way I can do that, that's if I pre-record the show. So that is what I am doing to keep track of time. But apart from that, guys, I hope this was informative for you. I hope this, a little light went up for you about someone in your life that you need to sit down with and talk with and address the spirit of fear, the spirit of inconsistency with them, and said, hey, listen, this is something that I need to address with you. Because at times we don't want to face individuals with the truth. We do not want to face individuals with the truth. We want to pretty much sugarcoat it, throw something pretty on it, and just be like, oh, that's just so-and-so. No. That is not just so-and-so, because I can guarantee you they're probably not doing that to everybody. They're not being inconsistent to everyone. So if you are in a relationship and there is no reciprocity and there is no consistency, then that is a relationship that you need to sit down and address the situation. If it's not worth it and you know it's not going to go anywhere, all right, so you let it go. You sit back and you just let it ride. But if you feel as if this is a crucial relationship for you, this is something that really needs to be addressed and tackled, then by all means, sit that person down and say, ma'am, sir, teacher, professor, wife, husband, child, whoever, and say, we need to speak about this inconsistency that I am noticing in our lives, in our path. We need to really address this before it gets further. Because what happens, guys, when people are inconsistent with us, we lose faith in them. We lose hope in them. We don't trust them. And when you have no faith in someone, you have no trust in someone, you might as well take that relationship and throw it out the window. Because it really doesn't do anything for you. It could be raining outside. You hear the rain and the person say, hey, it's raining outside. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to still go look. You're not even going to take their words for it. You're just going to go look. Why? Because you have no trust in anything that they say to you. And usually that starts with the inconsistency in how your relationship has been built on. Okay? All right, guys. So again, I hope this blessed you. I hope that this was informative. I hope that this truly, did something for you, and hopefully maybe opened your eyes again to someone that you need to address this with. And then hopefully y'all start a fresh, new beginning relationship, friendship, and go higher in whatever endeavor that you are adding or putting this message towards. All right, guys? Okay. So again, thank you for watching, everybody. And you know where to reach me if you need me for any and every service, through Walk Talk. Again, you can book me right on the Walk Talk page on my Facebook page, on Instagram as well. The Walk Talk page is there. You can book me there as well. You can also reach me for my credit repair services or my tax services, bookkeeping, notary. Just go to EdenDreamsServices.com for all my financial business services, and creditpowernow.com for all my credit repair services. And of course, again, you can always book me or contact me on my DMs in any of those platforms. So you can reach me on both Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And YouTube at Walk Talk with Nancy. All right, guys. So this is exactly, what this is about. It is about uplifting, building, nurturing, and giving you the nitty-gritty that you need for a great life in the Lord, and for you to open your eyes to the things of God and to see where people are being inconsistent and help them to be consistent in every area of their lives. All right, guys. So again, thank you again for watching. I love you, love you, love you all. And you can always contact me. My number is 305-910-7767 for any and every endeavor that you are looking forward to book me for. All right, guys. So again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. And again, Jenny, congratulations. Maybe we'll have you back on the show really soon. Apart from that, guys, I love you, and I will see you all next Sunday at 9 p.m. All right, everybody. Bye.